Good morning all. Today we are talking about one of the very important tests in forensic biology, and this is preparation of hemin and hemochromogen crystal. We all know that hemoglobin is a conjugated chrome protein and forms nearly 95% of solids present in the RBCs. It consists of two parts, globin and heme. So this exercise and this experiment will enable to learn the property of heme of binding with many substances other than globin to form colored complexes called hemochromogen and hemin. So these actually are the confirmatory tests, and they are also called as microchemical tests. They depend on the formation of special crystals of hemoglobin derivatives after the addition of specific chemicals to the blood, and they are namely Tekman test, also called as hemin crystal test, and Takayama test, which is also called as hemochromogen crystal test. So these both tests actually depends on the formation of your characteristic crystal which have a characteristic shape when blood is mixed with this crystallizing agent, and both of them they are called as microcrystal test. So what are the requirements for this test? We require glass slides, cover slip, pricking needle, spirit lamp, dropper, cotton, matchbox and light microscope. So any microscope will work. Chemicals, of course the blood sample, NIPS reagent and Takayama reagents. Moreover, when I'm saying a cotton, this has to be, a cotton swab which we normally, when we prick our finger, so we need to sterilize our finger. And what is the composition of the NIPS reagent? So NIPS reagent is 0.1 gram KCl, KBr and potassium iodine in 100 ml of glacial acetic acid, and Takayama reagent is 3 ml 10% sodium hydroxide, 3 ml pyridine, 3 ml saturated glucose solution and 7 ml distilled water. So this is a Tekman test. So blood when treated or mixed with the Tekman's reagent and it heats, we also allow it to heat for some time. So what will happen? The heme component of the hemoglobin forms the hemin on heating, which when react with halides gives brownish yellow rhomboid crystal. When we observe it under the microscope, this slide, this kind of observation you get. So these are the crystals. Can you see this rhomboid crystals? So this is the microscopic observation of this crystals which are formed when react with the Tekman's reagent. So this is a chemistry behind the formation of this crystal. This iron gets oxidized of this heme component to from Fe+2 to Fe+3, which when treated with glacial acetic acid and halides give rise to this complex formation. So what are the various important characteristic features of this Tekman test? This test determines if there is blood present on suspected dried blood stains. The hematin crystal begins to form when heated blood is mixed with glacial acetic acid where there is salt. The positive result is caused by the combination of halogen with ferriprotoporphyrin and red-brown to blue-black crystalline salt containing iron. Coming to the another test which is called as Takayama test. This test determines if the substance in question is blood or any other stain. The Takayama test was used to determine if there was blood on the coat of a soldier from the way of 1812. So there is a story behind this. It works by gently heating heme, which is a dark red non-protein iron coating part of hemoglobin, and adding it to pyridine when there is some kind of sugar present. So here it is glucose in order to create pyridine ferriprotoporphyrin crystals. This test produces brown crystals. So this is the chemistry behind the Takayama test. So you can see this suspected blood stain on a glass slide is being taken, heated up, adding the pyridine in sodium hydroxide and of course the reducing sugar which could be glucose. It gave rise to red feathery crystal of pyridine ferroprotoporphyrin. Of course, it is very sensitive test. Very small amount of or volume of sample is required, and even very old blood stains gives a positive test. So these are the kind of the crystal which we observed when we observed under the microscope. Can you see this thin needle-like structure? Of course, they are different from your rhomboidic crystals which we have seen when we have added the Techman's reagent. So this is a reaction. Of course, it is taken from one of the book which is being published few years back by Dr. Gayatri Prakash from Department of Zoology, Daulat Ram College, University of Delhi. So here hemoglobin, when reacts with under the alkaline condition, it breaks to form heme and a globin component, and this heme in the presence of sugar solution and pyridine gives pyridine hemochromogen, which is a pinkish needle spindle shaped structure. So again, you know, this is a microscopic observation of the rhomboid crystals, and this is a complex which is formed when your blood sample is treated with a Techman's reagent, and these are the needle shaped crystal which when react with this NaOH, pyridine and glucose, and they are small needle-like structure. So, you know, these two kinds of the tests, they have great clinical significance because, you know, sometimes the sample which we collect from the crime scene, it could be, you know, a very, very old sample. So even that is 10, 20 years back sample, we can undergo this kind of a reaction and we can have an idea whether that sample is of any dye or it is of blood sample. So this is which I wanted to discuss with you people. Before I close, I just wanted to discuss again, you know, the clinical significance of carrying out these kind of the reaction. So maybe that will be useful, like why we are carrying out this reaction. So the shape of the crystal varies for different species. In human, there are small rod-shaped chocolate brown crystal as we have seen here. So this is the chocolate brown crystal you can see, and if subjected to direct heat, they get fragmented or appear rhomboid shape. So that is why, you know, the preparation of these kind of crystal is used in medico-legal practices to identify fresh or dried blood mark from any other red coloring material. Advantage of this test is that it can be performed even with dried blood stains. Further, formation of these hemin or hemochromogen crystals can be used to identify even minute traces of blood in medico-legal practices. So this is all about these two tests, and you can see here there are the two videos. Maybe you can these are the two videos which are there in the YouTube. You can see how we can perform these reactions, what all precautions you need to take, and that's all about these two tests. Thank you.